here sitting on the patio, relaxing and all that stuff. And I've been hearing a lot of news talk around the apartment complex. And of course, we've been doing this YouTube channel for about 2 years. And I didn't bring something up to the attention when we did that one padlock basically deal. And I wasn't really clear with you guys on that. So let's just come forward right now because there's a word going around. I like the idea because when we first moved in up here over almost 10 and a half years ago, the laundry room that you see in our videos and the storage bin that you saw, the only way you got into it is through a key. The doorway key to get into the laundry room and all that stuff. And if I hear that to be true, I would be happy on that situation because unfortunately to some of my neighbors, one that just moved in below us downstairs, told me the other day his locker got broken into too. So it's continued to run a havoc here. So I'm hoping in a way that this turns out to be true because I'll show you something right now what we had when we first moved in. This is not the idea. This is the idea of the new management, but this was not the original idea to take away the key. The key came in on the previous manager, the one that we had after the one we signed. We know the person that we signed the lease with when we first moved in up here. Then for some reason she got replaced with another manager under the previous ownership of the apartment complex. Decided because too many tenants were not returning their keys or losing their keys, they decided to do what they did with the laundry room, was basically unlocked it to everybody, and that's basically created this mess, and now just escalated just the last few months to where we have right now. So I'll show you the key here real quick. Oh, by the way, hello YouTube. Angie and I moved in up here in 2007, so you know it's over 10 years ago. We got handed a pair of keys, one of each for the apartment door to allow us to lock us in, you know, to lock the door when we leave. And we were also issued this key, whereas basically it says, I don't know if you can tell or not, where it says do not duplicate. This was the key. This is the original. Well, this is the key to the padlock that came missing, that got broken into. But this is the key that got us into the laundry room. So the first, I think up to 2011, I think it was. No, up to 2010, we had to use this key to get in and out of the laundry room. Then I think under the replacement manager that replaced the management that was here when we signed the lease, decided to do away because everybody was losing these keys, and everybody was losing. Each key was meant, this key, everybody got the same key to here, to the main building here. So this only opened the door to the laundry room downstairs in this building. But this does not give us access to other locks around the apartment complex. They all had different style settings in the key. So everybody had their own keys to their own laundry room and storage bin. And that was the first line of defense of everything. Now I've heard security cameras, and that's a high end. But to go low tech, I would say this would be the next best option if they want to go cheap, because when we had our own keys, we really had little to no storage bin theft or tamperings, stuff like that. It was just within the tenants. It was only the tenants that did it, that, you know, robbed from other tenants, that had to come from within. So basically, that was it back in. That's what we got back in when we first moved in 2010, was the key to get into the laundry room. I'll show you the knob, why it's not there. Remember the first 3 years when we lived up here, we had to take the key, something like this, and we had to go insert into a knob right here, and that's how we got into the locker. That's how we got into the laundry room and storage bin. We still had to lock the padlock that was missing. We had that up here for almost the entire 10 years until it got broken into and all that stuff. We'll check on the lock right now as we're going in and that. So basically this key that we had originally would unlock the door right there, but right now in the last 7 years at least, since 2010, this is before, like I said, before the new owners took over. The previous owners and management, not the management that signed us the lease, it was the replacement management, basically changed this out because nobody is not returning their keys when they move out. So a lot of them did not have keys to get in to the laundry room, so they had to do this. So the last 7 years, plus, we just go right in, come right in, just like that, without the key. And that, so we'll just turn on, whoops, can't turn on the light there. Can't really tell here because there's no light up there. But I don't know if you can tell or not. Right here used to be a deadbolt, right there. Deadbolt here, and that was it. Because this is a metal, actually this is a pretty good door, but if you want to break it in, neighbors would know about this because there's an apartment complex. There's an apartment building here through this wall, and there's an apartment building through this wall. Right now, let's just go check our locker. Yeah, someone's doing laundry. Locker's good. No one hasn't really tampered it with, which is good. I understand you guys are concerned about this, but if we go back to, if we do end up going back to locking the both doors like we used to, that door and the other door I just came in that way, yeah, if you have not noticed, yeah, that's one of those situations again. They better put it away before maintenance and that, or the cleaning lady will throw it away. There's notes everywhere, people can't read and that, so but basically that was it. That's how we got in and out of the laundry room when we first moved in. Just since 2010, that all changed. I like to see the new owners bring back the key to the laundry room, because this is the first line of defense. But if you have to go security cameras, I would say the end of this hallway here, probably right in here, up here, would be a good camera. I would say a camera will be mounted up in here someplace, aiming towards the laundry room. So you're looking at 4 cameras, one aiming towards the bin that way, and the other ones kind of have to come cockeyed to that way, basically. So you're looking at, and another camera on the other side of the door coming in that way. So you're looking at possibly 6 or 7 cameras per laundry room. So I would say my bet is, for right now, because when we first moved in 10 years ago, the first 3 years, we didn't really had this issue. So I would say low tech, I would say let's go back to locking the door and make sure if people want their deposit back, they have to return the key. Right now, let's go upstairs. So what do you think about the Cubs' chances?
I like them.
Oh, you want to say hello?
Hello, YouTube.
Let me guess. Yeah.
I got my Cubs jersey on. I'm ready to, if they need me to, I'm ready to go in and hit a home run.
Good for you. That's a good attitude for a Cubs fan. Real quick here, basically. I know we're filming this on Sunday, October 15th. Cubs are down at the time, as we were making this video. They're down 1-0 as we're making this video. By the time the people watch this video, the Cubs either going to be a split series
or down
2-0. You're hoping for a split, right?
I'm hoping for a split, because if they need me to, I can come in and pitch too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you you know how to throw a ball underhand, so
And overhand.
and overhand. Okay, and you throw 95 miles
I
per
can
hour,
throw a strike ball and all that, guys.
but not at 95 miles per hour.
But 82.
No, you can't do 82.
80.
Can't do 80. I would say 35 tops. Hittable. Or whenever you decide to watch this video, the Cubs could be up 2-1 or down down 2-1. Yeah. So that'd be that scenario for the Cubs. Regardless, we need a new Cubs flag. That flag's getting beat up lately, and that. Yeah, so I think we got it coming for Christmas, I think. So as we're filming this...
the Houston Astros could be up 3-0.
Well, do they play tonight as we're filming this?
No.
Because it's a road game, so they're up 2-0 right now, but the time they watch this video, they could be up 3-0 or 2-1, right?
Yes.
So that's the American League side of baseball.
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to get very interesting.
Could be very interesting.
Anybody watch that controversial play with Contreras out thing? I thought a lot of people says they hate that rule.
I didn't watch it.
That's
but
good.
I seen a lot of...
Yeah, a lot of people does not like that rule that Major League Baseball put in, but they said it was supposed to save from players from injuring. Oh, by the way, if anybody has not noticed, yes, Angie is playing Farm Town.
I'm not on my farm, though.
You're not on your farm? Whose farm are you raiding now?
Somebody's.
Somebody's farm?
Helping. I'm trying to get enough coins to expand my farms.
If any of our subscribers that likes to play Farm Town, Angie's messing around with your farm, so tell her to get out of there. Oh, I'll come back out on the patio. Crows were very active down around that way, around the bend, so it sounds like the crows are flying away. I guess they don't want to be on camera. But yeah, crows were active when I first came out here. You can still hear them in the background. Oh man, with the stuff that's been going on our channel up here, anywhere from dumpster diver to basically raccoons in the dumpsters. Basically, that's some of the past videos that we have done. We had somebody, used to be a tenant up here that had their, I guess, kind of a seatbelt around their main windshield, driving up and down the streets. Yeah, seeing strange stuff. It's not going to be nothing new for us here because we have done it. You know, it's been over a year ago, 13 months ago, when we ended a playoff run. Game 4 of the Lumber Kings playoff series versus, what was it, the Great Lakes Loons. That's when we had our dumpster fire down there 13 months ago down there. So you can see the autograph dumpster is still there and that. So yeah, so very interesting. But as the rumor going around with maintenance and with some of the tenants I've talked to and trusted, possibility, I like to see it. I'm hoping everybody else would like to see it. Hopefully we get new keys. Hopefully new keys to possibly to a new door and lock down in the laundry room. We just gotta get this nipped in the bud fast, basically, before it gets too far out of hand. We just can't have any more break-ins like we have, because if they're cutting the blocks clean, it's going to be hard to hear. But if locks that we have, it's going to take a lot of noise to tamper with and all that stuff, and people's going to know about it. And I also noticed a couple of bins are empty, but they're still locked. I don't know if they're still here or not, so who knows. But there are some of the, I think a couple of tenants that I saw that was locked was not even here no more. So they're still locked. Why they locked it, I don't know. And that, but we'd like to see the laundry room back locked again in the near future. So that'd be great. Hopefully, it's what we hope and what gets done is two different things. But right now, basically, it's just let's not hold our breath on it. But right now, I am going downstairs to the laundry room. Every time I get a chance to leave the apartment for anything, I'll just swing by to make sure nothing's going wrong with it just check our stuff. Every time I do laundry down there, and anytime I take garbage out, I'll just swing by. Just swing by real quick and see what's going on. But if not, I'm hoping they bring back the locked door for the laundry room, because I kind of like the idea. It's low tech, but we never had a problem the first 3 years we were here, so that's it. So I think this video is going a little long anyway. It's just some safety concerns that we have up here, and really it's not much of an issue right now. Occasional car gets broken into once in a while, but that's luckily or unlucky. That's on the other back side of the apartment complex where that took place. Because I have a camera, nobody doesn't want to try it out here, because it doesn't take me long to get a camera out here and rolling. I can catch who's doing it too. So yeah, so it's nice to have a camera once in a while, but it doesn't do nothing if you don't have it charged and turned on at the moment's notice. So yeah, so anything can happen up here. You just never know. Like I said, I had previous videos on it, from dumpster divers to some guy driving around in a pickup truck with a seatbelt around the windshield. We had that. Coons in the dumpster. Dumpster fire. You just don't know. It's always an adventure when you live in an apartment complex. So yep, it's never new. Nothing's. More things changes, it all stays the same, they say. So right now we're gonna wrap up the show. Angie's busy on her farm town, so I guess I'll wrap it up real quick here. So please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time. And hopefully we'll see the first line of defense, and hopefully we'll see new locked doors sometime soon. Like I said, don't hold your breath.